And this is what happened.
This an elegant neighborhood, all the residents dress so fine. One day off the boat am I for a job that's nearly mine. It's a job with an elegant millionaire and his elegant family. Today I move from immigrant to high society. Now you may call that luck, you may call it fortune, but me, myself, I call it fortuosity. That's me byword, fortuosity, me twinkle in the eye word. Sometimes castles fall to the ground, but that's where four-leaf clovers are found. Fortuosity, lucky chances, fortuitous little happy happenstances. I don't worry, 'cause everywhere I see that every bit of life is lit with fortuosity. Fortuosity, that's me own word. Fortuosity, me never feel alone word. Round the corner, under a tree, good fortune's waiting, just wait and see. fortuosity, lucky chances, fortuitous little happy happenstances. I don't worry, 'cause my philosophy is do your best and leave the rest to fortuosity. I keep smiling, 'cause my philosophy is do your best and leave the rest to fortuosity. Good evening, and welcome to the 50th anniversary celebration of Walt Disney's The Happiest Millionaire. Original screenplay by A.J. Carruthers, music and lyrics by Richard and Robert Sherman. Thank you, Mr. Disney, for that lovely introduction. Incidentally, that was the final footage of Walt Disney ever to be filmed. The world lost him 2 months later, leaving The Happiest Millionaire as the final live-action film Walt Disney personally guided through principal production. His genius for cultivating truly magical entertainment lives on in the film's fantastic music, lush costumes, lavish sets, and incredibly talented cast of legends and newcomers, some of whom you'll see tonight. It's been 50 years since John Lawless first walked into that cinematic mansion to the welcoming sight of Mr. Biddle waving a wounded finger in his face. Mr. Biddle kept pet alligators, you see. 12 of them. Heaven help us. Ladies and gentlemen, as Anthony J. Drexel Biddle, please welcome Brad Oscar and as his daughter Cordy, Cherish Myers.
I've been bit on my finger. It could have been my leg. It could have been my head. I might have died. In a time of mortal peril, any man should expect that his family will come rushing to his side. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? My family rushing to my side. What's wrong with that? Are you a married man?
Oh, me, sir? Oh, no, sir.
Then you wouldn't understand. I'm a good-hearted husband. I'm generous and kind. No wife could want a life as free of cares. So when a good-hearted husband has been bit, it's only right that his wife should share the agony he bears. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I want my wife to share my life. What's wrong with that? Ah, blasted alligator.
Pardon me, sir.
I treated him like a son.
Is there something you'd like me to do, sir?
Yes. Tell Cordy and the boys to bring in the emergency kit. Here in this house I'm raising 3 strong, intelligent children. Where are they now in their father's time of need? I give them private tutors, the finest physical training, all in vain. Oh, the pain! I believe in the Bible.
I believe in Uncle Sam, and as sure as all glory waves above.
I believe a man who's bitten has the right to demand that his family give him sympathy and love. What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
The flag above, the Bible, and love. What's wrong with that?
Hello, Papa.
Cordy, where have you been?
Out in the stable, sparring with Tony and Liv. Is something wrong?
Yes, something's wrong. George bit me, turned on me first time after all these years.
Well, it really isn't such a bad bite.
Cordy, where are you going? It's time for Bible class. I need you to teach those fellas how to throw a real left hook.
I know, but you'll have to do without me today. I have an engagement.
Meet Charlie Taylor, Cordy's engagement for the evening, and the most popular boy in school. Now, unfortunately for Charlie, the Biddle sons were not so impressed and decided to give him a little advice about their sister's hidden strengths. Please welcome Cameron Bartell as Charlie Taylor, Sam Poon as Tony Biddle, and Luca Padovan as their younger brother, Liv.
Why, Charlie, you've been hiding your light under a bushel. Liv, you should feel that.
Hey, Charlie, what weight do you fight at?
Fight?
Boxing.
You do box, don't you?
I prefer other sports.
You don't do it at all?
No.
Liv, he doesn't do it at all.
Oh, Charlie, you're in trouble. If you've got your eye on Cordy, remember Harry Applegate?
Yeah, he took Cordy on a date.
Oh, what a dapper Dan, pearly teeth and tennis tan.
Remember him well, thought he was a Romeo.
Tried to kiss our sis and doe. Harry ducked, but too late.
Father bought him an upper plate. Watch your footwork, better learn to bob and weave. Sister Cordy's got dynamite up her sleeve.
What a jab,
Dynamite up her sleeve. What a hook, dynamite up her sleeve. Keep your guard up.
Oh, hey! Listen, fellas, let's forget about the whole thing. I didn't come over here to do this.
Archie Baxter came here twice.
First time out, he acted nice.
Romance was in the air. Oh, they made a lovely pair.
Beautiful. Second date, it was a dance. He grabbed her tight, this was his chance.
Cordy only bruised that sport.
Father settled it out of court. Watch your footwork, better learn to bob and weave. Sister Cordy's got dynamite up her sleeve. What a right, dynamite up her sleeve.
What a cross,
Dynamite up her sleeve. Keep your guard up.
Say, do you remember Harvey Drew?
Oh yeah, captain of the Dartmouth
That's
crew.
him, a letterman, 3 years. Muscles,
Between his ears.
now be generous while rowing Cordy round the lake. A crude advance did Harvey make.
A gruesome scene.
It happened so fast.
Next week they remove the cast. So watch your footwork, better learn to bob and weave. Sister Cordy's got dynamite up her sleeve. What a feint, dynamite up her sleeve.
What an uppercut,
Dynamite up her sleeve.
Poor Cordy arrived downstairs, all ruffles and lace, to find her date running out the door.
Aww. Her brothers apologized, but she could only respond in frustrated anger.
Like father, like sons.
Always ready for a fight.
So, holding back tears, Cordy ran to the solitude of her room, asking herself a most difficult question.
Ladies and gentlemen, reprising her role as our sister Cordy with dynamite up her sleeve, please welcome the original, the one and only, Lesley Ann Warren.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Cordelia Drexel Biddle, I thought I knew you well, but now, Miss Cordelia Drexel Biddle, boxing gloves. Lately you seem very strange. What in the world's coming over you? Everything's starting to change. Are you sonnets by Shelley or Rover Boys? Once any answer would do. Why are you suddenly wondering which kind of someone are you? Is a boy man to spar with, or gaze at a star with? Should you kiss him or blacken his eye? But if he buys you roses, a right to the nose is really not quite the proper reply. You're so lost in the middle of in between. Is your destiny canvas or crepe de chine? Will you someday be someone that somebody loves? Are you Valentine candy or boxing gloves? Will you someday be someone that somebody loves? Are you Valentine candy or boxing gloves?
And with that, it was goodbye, boxing gloves. Hello, school for girls. It took some convincing, but Mr. Biddle eventually relented to letting his only daughter go for the moment, but not before I finished my interview for butler.
Are you going to become an American citizen, John?
Well, I intend to apply, sir.
You'll never regret it. Greatest country in the world.
Oh, I know very well what the United States has to offer, Mr. Biddle. That's how it is I'm here. But there's something else I know just as well. You are what you are, and that's good too.
I beg your pardon?
Well, being an American is adding something, not subtracting. On the night before I sailed away, they came from far and near, all me friends and all me kin, to shed a parting tear. We knew we'd never meet again, and yet 'twas clear to see I'd always be a part of them, and them a part of me. I'll always be Irish, 'cause that's how I began. I'll always be Irish, I'll say that to any man. And when I'm an American, I'll be a good one too. I'll be truly as American as Irish stew.
Hey, that's pretty pretty good.
He'll be truly as American as Irish stew. Well, ask for Irish stew in Ireland and see what you get.
Huh, I never thought of that.
In Ireland, all the stew's Irish. I'll always be Irish, a fact I'll not deny. I'll always be Irish, and I'll hold me head up high. I'll wear the green St. Patty's Day, and yet for all of that, I'll be truly as American as Casey at the bat.
He'll be truly as American as Casey at the bat.
For the rest of me days, ate bread and cheese in sidewalk cafes, lived in a garret and wore a beret. What would I be?
An Irishman.
Right!
Right!
But if I went to Spain and grew a mustache, strummed a guitar and wore me a sash, became a torero and fought me a bull, when they awarded me both ears and the tail, what would they say?
Olé!
For the Irishman!
Right!
He'll always be Irish. I'll shout it good and loud.
He'll always be Irish. Of his heritage he's proud.
I'm proud of Irish blarney and Irish sentiment. And I'll bet someday we'll get an Irish president.
And I'll bet someday we'll get an Irish president.
And so I got the job. Likeable lad like myself. And off Cordy went to the Loretta Wingfield School for Girls in Lakewood, New Jersey. One late night, in the seclusion of their dorm, and in the hopes of increasing her feminine wiles, Cordy pried the secret of seduction from her far more experienced roommate. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Lesley Ann Warren as Cordy, and reprising her role from the original film, Joyce Bulifant.
Rosemary, would you teach me how to flirt? Pardon? The fact that I have been admired by men does not make me a flirt. Oh, Rosemary, I bet you're a world champion flirt.
Oh, all right, come here.
Okay.
Now, if a girl wants to be popular nowadays, there's one thing she absolutely needs to know.
What is that?
Ba-yum-pum-pum.
Ba-yum-pum-pum?
Ba-yum-pum-pum. 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 Ba-yum. You must be oh so mysterioso. Enthusiasm is très passé. You must slink across the floor as if it's a dreadful bore to the rhythm of ba-yum pum pum, ba-yum pum pum, ba-yum pum pum, ba-yum. Nita naughty theta barra, hollow cheeks and black mascara. Yum pum pum, ba-yum. The men
Oh, God. What is this? I know. Crazy. Oh, a little long in the tooth, but there you go.
50 years ago.
I know, don't. Okay. John Lawless always said that when your roommate teaches you how to flirt, you will meet the man of your dreams the very next night.
That's virtuosity. And now, please welcome back Cherish Myers as Cody Biddle, and also, for the first time tonight, Nicholas Barasch as Angie Buchanan Duke.
Mr. Duke, why do you want to get to know me?
Because you're not like the other girls. I mean that in the nicest way. I don't like these pushy girls who think they can trap any man with a big act.
But you saw me practicing. Didn't it scare you away?
You were so bad at it. Are we dancing? Are we really here? Is this feeling something real, or will it disappear? Are we dancing? Does the music soar? Was this lovely song I hear ever heard before? Are your eyes confessing things I alone can see? Or is my imagination flying away with me? Are we dancing? Say we really are. Then I'll know that I reached into the sky. I reached into the sky and touched a star.
Is this feeling something real, or will it disappear? Was this lovely song I hear ever heard before?
Are your eyes confessing things I alone can see? Or is my imagination flying away with me? Are we dancing? Say we really are. Then I'll know that I reached into the sky. I reached into the sky and touched a star.
As Cordy and Angie fell in love, Mr. Biddle busied himself in his daughter's absence as only he could.
With the First World War looming on the horizon, America's hope for neutrality diminished. Anthony Biddle, ever on the side of preparedness, sought to grow his Biddle boxing and Bible classes into a trained military unit, a corps, mind, body, and spirit, ready to fight for their country.
He even enlisted the United States Marines to assist training his men in hand-to-hand combat. Of course, he also couldn't resist introducing them to his prize pet alligators.
I recently traveled to Washington to see if anyone there was as concerned about the war that's got half the world in flames. I was treated to a lot of excuses and a lot of speeches until I got to the Marine Corps. These 4 young gentlemen arrived here today as proof of their sincerity. They're going to work with us to turn the Biddle Bible class into the Philadelphia Corps. And if war comes, by George, we'll be ready. I believe in this country, but our country's unprepared. Our defenses aren't worth a hill of beans. So when a man loves his country, should he sit back and complain or call out the United States Marines? To the Marines! Say, boys, before we go to dinner, I'd like to show you my alligators. I've got 12 of them. I keep them right here in the conservatory.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? What better way, what better means to take your stand with the Marines? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Really well done.
Come on, boys!
As Mr. Biddle prepared for the oncoming war, Angie and Cordy grew closer. One day, while discussing plans to take over the family tobacco farm, Cordy asked Angie a question no one ever had.
Angie, is there something you'd rather do?
There's a shining city west of here where dreams are booming into gear. It's no humdrum 9-to-5 town. It's a growing, going, bright, alive town. Golden sparks light up the skies there, like 1,000 4th of Julys there. How I want to stake a claim in, roll up my sleeves and make a name in Detroit.
Detroit.
Cordy, you'd be amazed at the things they're doing there these days. I mean, they're working on 2-range transmissions, 4-wheel brakes, practically new innovations every day. You can hear it humming, see it coming, feel it everywhere you go. It's tomorrow morning, the future dawning with a bright and shining glow. It's the land where golden chariots are molded out of dreams. Detroit, 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 it's Detroit. Oh, if I could be there, I'd be free there, standing on my own 2 feet. I'd invent new motors, design new rotors, I'd be in the driver's seat. I'd make all my dreams realities. Oh, I'd be on my way in Detroit, 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 and Detroit. Others are giving their dreams a try. If others can dream there, why can't I? think I'm crazy, Cordy? About Detroit, I mean.
If you hear it coming, see it coming, that's the place where you must go. But to make your name there, you must stake your claim there, and let no one tell you no.
Then my dreams of golden chariots in Detroit can all come true.
For you hear it humming, and you see it coming.
And you want to be there too.
With a newly shared dream and their future sealed with a kiss, Cordy and Angie were engaged right away.
Now here's where things get a little complicated. With fathers, fiancés, and frozen alligators,
Oh my.
Angie had his work cut out for him.
But he watched his footwork, rustled some fears, a few alligators, and Mr. Biddle himself, finally winning him over. Literally.
Cordy had dynamite up her sleeve.
And Angie had jujitsu up his.
So with the Biddles' blessing, the couple set off for New York City to celebrate their engagement and meet Angie's mother, Mrs. Sarah Duke.
Eventually, though, Cordy became exhausted with the endless formal parties, constant separation from Angie, and increasingly cold shoulder of his overprotective mother.
So during an all too brief visit from her father, feeling stifled and removed from her own engagement, Cordy was unable to hide her homesickness any longer.
I think I might be coming home next week.
I thought you were staying in New York till the end of the month.
I'm awfully tired.
You're sure there's nothing wrong?
I just want to curl up in my own bed, in my own room, and stay there for about a week. You're not like us, Papa.
When a man has a daughter, she's always in his heart. Her happiness is part of all his prayers. When a man has a daughter, he wants her life to be as smooth as satin ribbons that she wears. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I want her home where she's free of cares. I miss her footsteps on the stairs. What's wrong with that?
We return to the Biddle home in Philadelphia, where both families have met 3 days before the wedding for the final engagement celebration. At last, the Dukes and the Biddles collide. New money versus old, New York versus Philadelphia. Let the fireworks begin, and may the best woman win. Entering the ring as Angie's mother, New York socialite and Southern belle, Mrs. Sarah Duke. Please welcome Brooke Shields, and as her opponent, the Aunt Mary, stately, tough as nails matriarch of the Drexel Biddle family, Dana Ivey. If you ladies would make yourselves comfortable, I'll go and fetch us some nice refreshments.
There are those who consider New York the only true city in the country.
And there are those who wear bibs when they eat. But generally speaking, they are not persons of influence.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Champagne punch and some darling little sandwiches.
There are those whose social standing is constantly demanding every single thing we do, the public knows. Then there is a lower strata where propriety doesn't matter. I suppose there are those,
There are those for whom position is a natural born condition, to be worn with ease like comfortable old clothes. Though the new, though riche deny it, or their money cannot buy it, class will out. Goodness knows, but there are those.
Watercress on toast?
There are those who grace the pages of the Blue Book.
Never heard of it. Is it a new book?
Oh, well, simply anyone who is anyone is listed.
Oh, you mean the New York telephone directory?
Hardly.
There are those whose names predate the Constitution.
Yes, and some of them oppose the revolution.
Conservative.
Reactionary.
Cream cheese and cucumber.
Philadelphia's the cradle of liberty.
Slumbering like an aging page of history.
Chopped liver?
There are those who flaunt prosperity.
There are those who flaunt austerity, posy cozy on their rosy status quo.
Poison dart? I mean raisin tart?
There are those quite influential.
There are those inconsequential.
There are those.
There are those.
There are those.
There are those.
There are those. I suppose. There are
Those.
Another old Irish proverb comes to mind. Should you ever happen to misplace your in-laws' wedding invitations, your potatoes are going to get boiled. And so it was. Dear Angie and Cordy were shoved aside in an epic battle of families that would soon reveal Angie's inability to stand up to his meddlesome mother. Well, that was the final straw for Cordy, who quickly left with tears in her eyes, shouting the words, "I'm not getting married!"
And I'm not either.
Oh, well, I had to keep an eye on the young gentleman to keep him from running off for good. So I did the only thing I could think of. Stout! You ever try a nice Irish stout?
You stay away from me.
Just a friendly suggestion.
You followed me here, didn't you?
The devil I did. You think you're the only person to come into Joe's pub for a little rest and relaxation?
Okay, but leave me alone and keep your suggestions to yourself. Stout! I'm sick and tired of people running my life for me. A man has to finally be a man, right?
Right! Well, let's have a drink on it, as me father used to say. When the truth is nobly spoken, it's respect you've got to pay. So fill your cup and lift it up and clink. Here's how. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying, let's have a drink on it now. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying, let's have a drink on it now.
I just need to get away from it all.
Good idea.
I mean, why shouldn't I? It's nothing but trouble for me here. It's nothing but trouble for me anywhere. If I were to go to the ends of the earth, that's it. I could join the Foreign Legion.
The Foreign Legion? A fine group of men, sir.
I'd be on my own then, right?
Right. Well, let's have a drink on it to them fighting legionnaires, to their outposts in the desert and their gorgeous quadrigaires.
To sailing for Benghazi on a rusty scow.
No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying, let's have a drink on it now. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying, let's have a drink on it now.
So long, John. I'll write you.
Wait, sir, a moment of your time, sir. What'll you do when the water's gone and there's no turning back? You're 4 days from the fort, the Arab renegades attack, and the blistering sun keeps burning. Reinforcements can't get through. What do you do about it? What do you do about it? Do you blister easily?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
The Foreign Legion, sir, it's not for you. Drink up.
You're right, John. The trouble has always been my family.
Oh.
So I'll change my name. Renounce my fortune. Get an honest job on a farm or a factory. I want to be like everyone else. Poor. Right?
Right. Well, let's have a drink on it to that simple average life, to the wages every Friday that you bring home to the wife, the sweat of honest labor on your average brow. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying, let's have a drink on it now. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying, let's have a drink on it now.
Thank you, I can't tell you how much this talk has meant to me.
What do you do when you lose your job? The rent is overdue. The landlord throws you in the street. The wife and kiddies too. And the sleet and snow are falling. And you've got no place to go. Will you shut your face? Can't you see I'm speaking to the gentleman? What do you do about it? What do you do about it? Oh, the simple average life, sir. No.
I'm used to having money. Might as well admit it. Oh, I know. I could make my own fortune. I could drill for oil in Texas.
Think on it carefully, sir.
Or pan for gold in Alaska.
Don't be too hasty.
Oh, I know. The pearl trade in China. The mysterious East. Who knows what adventures I might live there. Right?
Wrong!
Well, let's have a drink on it. Here's to China across the bay. To them darling little oysters and the pearls they give away. A man could make his fortune there. I will somehow. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying. I'm off to China now.
Shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying.
Let's have another one, sir.
Well, let's have a drink on it, then you're on your merry way.
What do you do when your sampan springs a leak in China Bay?
Where the truth is only spoken, it's the price you've got to pay.
Them Oriental pirates, they come and take your pearls away.
So fill your cup and lift it up and drink. Here's how. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying. Let's have a drink of it now. No shilly-shallying, no dilly-dallying.
Yeah.
Let's have a drink on it now.
Oh, that was good. See, I think China's a good
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it was at this point of the evening we were to have an absolutely grand bar fight, instigated by yours truly, to keep the young man from getting away. But because we'd love to leave this elegant room as lovely as we found it, I'll just tell you that when the police arrived, I blamed him for starting the whole thing and had him arrested.
For his own protection, of course, until the whole mess could be sorted out.
And sorted it was the very next day, when Angie and Cordy decided to get married on their own terms and elope to... You guessed it!
Detroit!
Detroit!
It's Detroit!
You can hear it humming, see it coming, feel it everywhere you go.
It's tomorrow morning, the future dawning with a bright and shining glow. It's a land where golden chariots are molded out of dreams. It's Detroit, 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 Detroit. It's Detroit.
With Angie and Cordy now eloped and their sons away to school, Mr. and Mrs. Biddle were left to consider their empty nest. With Mr. Biddle finding the change particularly painful. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back Brad Oscar, and joining us for the first time this evening, Tonya Pinkins as Mrs. Cordelia Biddle.
Let them go, let them go, let them try their wings. Little birds were born to fly. Not until they roam can they miss their home. And it won't be long till Christmas. When the branches are bare, the December air comes alive with the frost and pine. Oh, it won't be long till Christmas. Let them go, let them go.
The years go by, and every night you say, sweet dreams, sleep tight. Then comes the day you're forced to say, don't forget to write.
There'll be There'll be songs by fire